everybody, and welcome back to another great episode of the Erick Cepero Show, coming to you from right here on my YouTube channel. And this is going to be our last video of 2022. We are already halfway through the month of December, so that means Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and all the other great holidays are coming up. And I can't believe it, this year has gone by so fast. 2022 has been a good year and a not so good year. You know, it's been 50-50. But for the movies, we've had some good movies and not so good movies. So I did a countdown top 10 list of the worst movies to the great movies of 2022. And hopefully you guys enjoy the list, and hopefully you guys agree or disagree. Whatever your top 10 list is, leave it down in the comments below. Alright guys, with that down, let's start our top 10 countdown list starting now. So starting at number 10 is the worst movie Sony has ever made of all time. And gosh, I don't know how this even got into a hashtag. And they got re-released in theaters. It's gonna be Morbius. Morbius is coming in at number 10. And to be honest, the movie was not the best movie of this year. Like, the movie was on a good track, and it somehow fell off. And we were like, how did it get from here to here? Like, how? So I remember I went to go see this with Danny and Quake. So the two of them didn't, well, we all three didn't like it. We all came to an agreement that we hated the movie. It was a That's how bad it was. So that's why Morbius is at number 10. Not even Halloween End didn't even make the list. It was just the worst thing ever. So coming in at number 9. This should have been Pixar's best film. But it did not. It was not a good Pixar film. And this one was supposed to be like this movie, as my childhood. Because this is one of my favorite Disney characters besides Goofy. And this movie is going to be coming in at number 9, Lightyear. So Lightyear was good. It was not the best. I remember I bumped into Lorenzo, one of our good friends. So after the movie, I was like, bro, that movie was like, it was not the best. He was like, bro, that was a great movie. I'm like, no, it was not. Like, the first act was great, but then act 2 and 3 was just terrible. Like, just so bad. Like, this could have been Pixar's greatest movie of 2022. It could have been, but unfortunately it wasn't. Now, coming in at number 8, this was a film that it had a huge rebound from the last movie that was terrible that Universal made. And this movie is going to be Jurassic World Dominion, or as I call it, Jurassic Park 6. So Jurassic World Dominion, this movie was so good. It had a huge bounce back from Fallen Kingdom. Like, Fallen Kingdom was the worst movie ever made. It completely sucked. So with Dominion coming out in theaters, it was a big bounce back, and having all the characters from Jurassic World and Jurassic Park together. And it was just a great film. And it had a lot of nostalgia too, which was great. And I'll never forget in this movie theater. So I usually go to the AMC Theater in Pembroke Pines. And I remember it was a Sunday, and I went to go see it with Mophead, who's Danny, Mophead, and Quake. And during the trailer, this guy had his laptop out. This guy, how he somehow snuck in a full-blown laptop into the auditorium. I did not pay $20 to see this guy work on his laptop while the movie was on. I did not pay to see that. So if nobody else in the movie theater was going to tell the manager, hey, there's a guy in the movie theater with a laptop, I might as well be the guy to do it. So somehow this person who's a big sneaks in a laptop and starts working on his laptop during the trailer Movie starts, he puts it away, and like 10 minutes later, he brings it out and starts working on it. And I was like, hell no, I'm not letting this happen. So I grabbed the manager. I told him, there's a guy in Auditorium 1 with a full-blown laptop out. And if that guy brings it out again, he needs to be kicked out of the movie theater. So the management like came to the auditorium with me. I pointed to where the gentleman was, and I told him, there he is, right there with that laptop out. And then I went back to my seats, and I, make sure I pointed the gentleman, for management to know. And they told the guy, hey, you need to put your laptop away, and if he were to bring it out again, he'd be kicked out. So thank God I did the right thing. So now, coming in at number 7, this film came out super early in 2022. This came out in January, I believe. January or February of 2022. I'm not sure when, but it was early, super early this year, and I totally forgot about it. So this was a movie that, again, like Lightyear and Jurassic World Dominion had a lot of nostalgia. And it was a good storytelling for a movie that came back after so many years. And it was a pretty good slasher film this year, actually. And at least it made my top 10 list. So coming in at number 7 is going to be Scream. That's right. Scream made the number 7 in my top 10 list. So Scream, I remember I saw the original Scream at home before watching the new Scream that came out. And this new one had David Arquette and a whole bunch of other characters and other actors back from the first movie to be back in this new one. And I feel like they did a great job with Scream. It was a good storytelling, just like it was in the first one. And if they do decide to make another Scream movie, please just make it a good one. So that's why right now Scream is at number 7. And I think that's a good spot for it. Now, you guys are going to hate me for the rest of the list as we're going down to the great movies. This one, you're really going to hate me, this one. So at number 6, this was a really good DC film. As Moped, Quake, and I, we were just enjoying the cinematography this movie made, the score, and everything that this movie had to offer. So coming in at number 6 is The Batman. It was a great movie. I enjoyed The Batman. This was a great film, great storytelling, and I hope they continue it with this Batman, especially with Robert Pattinson, of how well the Batman that he did, better than Ben Affleck, better than George Clooney, better than Christian Bale, but not as good as Michael Keaton. Like, let's leave Michael Keaton at the top because he's the greatest Batman. But I think at number 2 would be Robert Pattinson, then Michael Keaton at the very top. So now coming in at number 5. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get so much hate on this one. So coming in at number 5, it's a film that I really enjoyed. Another DC movie. If you guys are not going to agree with me on this one, leave it down in the comments below. You guys are going to hate me. So coming in at number 5, it's the If You Smell. At number 5 is Black Adam. So Dwayne Johnson did a pretty good job with this one. I enjoyed watching Black Adam. I did not fall asleep like Quake did. Quake fell asleep during the movie. I don't know how, but he fell asleep. He said he did not like it. Danny kind of had a good time, but I actually liked it. I thought it was good. And I know that with Black Adam, it took them so many years just to get this movie out before James Gunn took over. And what I heard now is that James Gunn is rebooting all of DC. That's why there's no Wonder Woman 3. We need to have Henry Cavill back as the Superman. No more Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Probably we're not going to get another Ezra Miller Flash. That's for sure. Like, Ezra Miller Flash, he's gone. Like, Ezra Miller, you're fired. We're hiring someone to play the Flash. Another good actor. And someone who cannot get in trouble. So, at number 5, Black Adam, I think that's a good spot. If not, what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below. Now, you guys are really might disagree with me on this one. So coming in at number 4, At number 4, I got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So, this movie was supposed to be a really good horror film. And Kevin Feige did not want this Marvel film to be a horror film. So the original director, I forgot his name. If you guys can leave it down in the comments below, the original director of Doctor Strange 2, that he was supposed to direct this one before Sam Raimi came in. I think he said one time at Comic-Con that he wanted Doctor Strange 2 to be a horror film. And Kevin Feige said, no, that's not happening. It's staying as a PG-13. And it's not going to be a horror film. So obviously, knowing Disney, they're not going to do it. But they're willing to keep it with Deadpool as a rated R. I mean, I get it. Deadpool's Deadpool. So with Doctor Strange coming in at number 4, again, I thought it was a pretty good film. But with the one scene that I'll never forget, when John Krasinski showed up as Mr. Fantastic in the Illuminati. I thought that was the best thing I ever saw. And then we see Charles Xavier coming in with the floating chair. And then we just hear na 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 na. I thought that was awesome. Just hearing the theme to X-Men and just seeing the animated Professor X coming in as a live action. I thought that was awesome. And I think with Scarlet Witch being the villain and Sam Raimi directing this one and just turning her into like a horror character, I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was good. And now the next movie coming in at number 3. Number 3. I actually enjoyed this one. It had a lot of laughter. It's another Marvel Studios film. I actually liked it. Not as much as Thor Ragnarok, but I liked it. So this one coming in at number 3 is Thor Love and Thunder. So yes, it had a lot of comedy. It got into more of the comedy side than the action side. Maybe this was Taika Waititi's not so good film. He probably had a bad day at the office. So to be honest, if Taika Waititi does come back and direct the last Thor movie, hopefully it won't be dark. But hopefully it'll be such a great Thor movie that it'll be better than the first one. It has to be. It has to be. But I like how we got to see Gore the God Butcher. But I wish there was a part where we got to see him butcher more gods than just the one god in the beginning of the movie. They should have shown more Gore, the God Butcher, killing all the gods and letting Thor be known like, oh crap, like this guy has been killing all the gods. Like, what's up? But it had a pretty good storytelling. We got to see Eternal, the character like come to life, which I thought was cool. And that's why, Thor is coming in at number 3. If you guys disagree with that part, leave it down in the comments below. Now, this one, you guys are going to hopefully agree with this one. I hope. So, the next movie coming in at number 2 was Marvel Studios' great movie. The greatest Marvel film since Spider-Man No Way Home. This one coming in at number 2 is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, this one, I actually really liked it. It was really good. A lot of tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Angela Bassett did a great job as Ramona, the Queen of Wakanda. She did such an amazing job. I hope that she does get nominated for Best Actress or Best Supporting Role in a film. She has to be nominated for something because Angela did an amazing job. I enjoyed all her dialogues that she had. Whenever the camera was on her, she would just take over. She knows she's got all of it. So she should be nominated. Now with the introducing character of Namor, I thought it was great. Namor looked amazing. And with now Shuri as the Black Panther, we all knew this was coming. We all knew Shuri was going to be the next Black Panther since Chadwick Boseman had passed away and the director Ryan Coogler had lost his main star, the main character. So I guess he decided to go with the way of putting Shuri as the next Black Panther and then just go on from there. But to be honest, with Shuri again as the Black Panther, she did a great job. Letitia Wright did a great job. And I like the post-credit scene that we got that, T'Challa had a kid. And the character and the kid's name is T'Challa. So that's perfect because now I hope for Black Panther 3 they do a huge time jump or something in Secret Wars where the kid comes back as the Black Panther all grown up. Somehow, in some way. So I tried crying in a couple scenes of Black Panther Wakanda Forever when they showed Chadwick. I couldn't cry, but I was just remembering, all the good work that he has done as an actor. And Chadwick Boseman has done so much in the movie community and the film community. Chadwick, he was a hell of an actor. Not just for Black Panther, but he also did other great movies that I can't really tell except for one, and that was 42, the Jackie Robinson movie. I feel like he did a good job also in that film. But it was just hard because Ryan Coogler had a script already written for Chadwick, and then sadly when Chadwick Boseman had passed away, Ryan Coogler had lost his main star. He lost the main character of the story. And I get it. It's hard. When a director who's so good, Ryan Coogler is a great actor. I mean, a great director. I have to give credit to him. Ryan Coogler with again, like I know I'm repeating this, the loss of a star and the main character, and then he had to go ahead and fix the script and taking it to another direction. Ryan Coogler did an amazing job. Tip my hat off to Ryan Coogler. You're an amazing director. And hopefully, Ryan, you can make other good films besides, the Black Panther films. Go ahead and make more great films. You're a great director. Now, coming in at number 1. This movie was the best storytelling, best action film, good comedy in the right place at the right time, a lot of great nostalgia, so much everything that I loved in this movie. This movie was a big hit. It made billions of dollars. It made the $1 billion club during a pandemic. And this movie had so many delays, pushbacks, and everything. Everything that this movie had. And it was worth the wait. The best movie of all time that I will ever see. I will watch it again and again and again. I saw this movie in theater more than 5 times in a movie theater. And every time I watch it, I love it. I love it. It's just good. Again, it's the storytelling and the cinematography that it has done such a well job. And this movie coming in at number 1 is right here. Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is coming in at number 1. This movie won the best action film of 2022 at the People's Choice Awards. And I wish that it would have won more because it was such a good film. Top Gun was so good. If my friends thought that I was crazy to go see this movie like 5 or 6 times in theaters, let me tell you something, everybody. Alex went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home like more than 10 times. And you think I'm crazy? Well, guess what? I think he's crazy too. So Top Gun deserves to be in the number 1 spot. It deserves it. Not just because it joined the $1 billion club, but Tom Cruise, this was Tom Cruise's big movie. His great hit. And this being his last movie as Maverick, his last movie came out with a bang and ended with a bang. And closed that chapter of doing Top Gun in the right way that I'm like, yo, tip my hat off to Tom Cruise. He did an amazing job. The girl who played Penny Benjamin, I forgot her name. She did an amazing job. The director, again, I forgot the name, man. Oh my gosh. If you guys can leave that comment down below, the name of the director, he did an amazing job. And I have to say, Top Gun Maverick, I loved it. When you watch the original movie, and you watch it all the way towards the end when he becomes a pilot or an instructor pilot for Top Gun, And then 36 years later, he's already sort of old, living somewhere in, I forgot where, somewhere in desert California, wherever he's at, and then he's still flying like crazy on this crazy, like, millions and millions of dollars jet, and he becomes the fastest man alive, going into Mach 9, and then he goes calling back to Top Gun because he got the call back from Iceman for Maverick to come back, and then it's just from there. It's great storytelling, and I love how they played the original songs, Danger Zone and the Top Gun anthem. I loved it. And I loved how there was no main villain in this story. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but Top Gun Maverick is the best movie of all time. If you guys disagree with me, that's fine. But if you guys agree, great. But Top Gun Maverick was such a fantastic film. I would keep watching this movie again and again and again on streaming, on Amazon Prime, on Paramount Plus, and I hope that at the Oscars, this movie wins something. This movie has to win an Oscar award because this was Tom Cruise's best film, and knowing to all you people who are into superhero fans, such as myself, this was the best movie that's not a superhero film. The best that's, again, not a superhero film or a Disney film or a DC film, whatever it is. This movie, this movie was so good that I wish Universal can go back, grab E.T., and make it a part 2, and then close that chapter story of E.T. Just that. If Universal, if you're watching this and you're listening to this, grab E.T. and do a sequel. From E.T. the original to E.T. 2. E.T. the extraterrestrial, the return of E.T. Or something, a cool name. Or E.T. the extraterrestrial phoning home. Something. Just bring it back. Because if you guys agree with me that Universal should get E.T. and make it a part 2, I will be all in. I'll be all in. Alright, guys. And well, that'll do it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this top 10 list, if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you guys did not like the list, leave a comment down below. Let me know your top 10 list of the movies of 2022. And alright, guys, well, that'll do it for this awesome installment of the Erick Cepero Show. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for making this video as a part of your day. And if you're new to the channel and you're watching this video, please hit that red subscribe button. And please be sure to hit that notification bell for when you get notified a brand new episode of the Erick Cepero Show is up and running for your viewing pleasure. And please select all notifications so you never miss another episode of the show. Alright, guys, well, that'll do it for me. I'm Erick Cepero, and I'll see you guys on the next one.